Hello, good morning. Let's hope that my mic is kind. It should be. I have to hold the cards up in front of myself like so. So, it's been a bit. It's also been a bit since I had like a really proper binder-centric stream, which is cool. I bought a whole bunch of new merchandise finally. I've really been holding back on doing this. Also, a light bulb in my room is out, so things are just a little darker. Cool. Good. Great. But no, I've been meaning to buy a new binder for a while. Mine is over a decade old and falling apart. Also, been meaning to buy a new deck box because my little Ultra Pro towers had been are better for my commander deck collection than anything. I don't know. I've always wanted to try a nice packed box. I've never. Yeah. Job done. Doesn't have a place for dice, unfortunately. But I actually looking at the packaging, thought this would like unfold. That's a little. It's purple though. The right. I'm actually should give it the right size. Where are you, voiceless baby? Oh, they're in there kind of tight too, which is back in the day. You'd get a nice double deck box, like side and X. That was the pinnacle of. So, yeah, we got main side and extra here. Yeah, it's just fine. I like it. Into it. Pops open really. That was the other thing with the towers, is that I felt like they didn't pop open very easily all the time. Crack it open. Real easy. Speaking of voiceless voice, not because I'm taking it apart or anything. Get over here. My hands. Directing them around. I want them to know where to go. Pink. What'll I use them on? I don't know. We'll find out. Big fan of Player's Choice. And new binder. Also purple. Of course, right? I mean, what else would it be? It's really funny moving away from Monster Binder. That was just, again, that was one of those things that was like a sign of wealth. This one's stuff. We'll have to fill it in as we go along today. But primarily, I was going to talk about the Rarity Collection box that I got. So the thing is that I wasn't totally sold on Rarity Collection 2. Rarity Collection 1 was a lot easier to get into, if not just for Barone alone. Um, but it had, I think it was just all a better set. Pot of Prosperity, oh my god. Yeah, stacking up on Prosperity, kind of a big. This one, yeah, it's alright. It's got hand traps. The field spell, the Visa's field spells are pretty good reprint. But let's talk about what I got. So I've already organized them a little bit. First of all, 5 quarter centuries. 5 whole ass quarter centuries in the box. That's crazy. I only ever got 3 in my Rarity Collection 1 box. I thought that was like the standard. So by the time I hit box I was opening, I was like, that's weird. I wonder if there's gonna be any more. My quarter century. They're pretty hey. I mean the worst one here is probably the Ellie. I don't. Maybe that's the push I need to play Cosmo again. The Spirit Dragon. A lot of my pulls here have kind of pushed me to just play Blue Eyes. An odd thing, but they are very alluring. Blue Eyes is, unfortunately, I've known good people who played Blue Eyes. There was a player at my locals who I admired, liked the deck a lot, good player, and would play kind of fringe tier stuff. He was really into Infernoid. He was into Infernoid like pre-toss, so like it was kind of past its prime, but also as good as it was ever gonna be. I liked that. Cool, and he just liked Blue Eyes. He shit talked a player I didn't like who would soft cheat all the time, and forever immortal. Quarter century alt rare. That's the good. Other things of note, not like a lot. My again, or Ghost Mort. What is this rarity? I believe this was collector's rare. Collector's rares are pretty. I remember I got a box of what was it? I got my boxes of amazing vendors because I was convinced that would be a win. It was. I pulled a collector's rare. I remember it was a whole. This is a story I loved it. In those 2 boxes of amazing defenders, I pulled base hydrants, one of which was the collector's rare. Insane. But I remember thinking, I think you just get a collector's rare. I didn't really understand. Everything looked like a fucking starlight. So I just assumed it was his. Phantasma's great. They're kind of making a comeback. Chaos Hunter is perfect for the illusion deck. And as I was saying about Blue Eyes, pulling like Ultimate Jet and Alternative, they look very nice. Alternative is a good looking card. And a Platinum Secret Raikou. Platinum Secret is kind of a ludicrously good looking rarity. Like, it's actually unfair how good Platinum Secret looks, because it looks so close. Basically, the only difference is the watermark and the fact that the foiling is rotated like 45 degrees. Like on the quarter century rare, it's like this is more like diamonds. They're really close to it. But hey, I mean, and I got a cheapo way to get a shinier card. Who doesn't love that? I don't know. It's just chaos. I really want that quarter century Cerebus. Unfortunately, that's the one thing I really need. They might have skipped out on putting pre-preparation of rights in that for some reason. Tarvis. Tarvis, I can do a Rarity Max. Rindbrum after I purchased Rindbrum for my Chimera deck hasn't come in yet. I might fund it. First Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I've never owned this mother. Way too many Psychic End Punishers. But it came in Platinum Secret, so I can't complain that much. My stuff. Good on Coral Dragon getting print, by the way. This card has always been like annoyingly expensive no matter what. The Xyz are again, thank you, Titanic Galaxy, getting a too expensive. Appaloosa. Not Appaloosa. I think it's gonna just get banned. One access code, by the way. Bad luck on my part to get a single access code. Not that I need more than one, but like, what the hell? And the Altar Mask. So, at the session where after the Barone and Savage banning, what in this set is gonna on? Look at this. Because like some shit's gonna get banned here. It's my personal belief that Masquerina's time in this world is not very long. I've talked before. She is not long for the world. I think Masquerina is one of those things that starting to limit card design. Likewise, Appaloosa's in the chopping block, and we know why. I don't need to extrapolate on. I don't think access code is threatened. I think access code is in a different category than the it stuff. So I'm not too worried about that. Also, frankly, I just feel like he's falling off. I don't know. Steals. I could see steals go. I think this card might be. Because, again, it's a thing where limits card and deck. That's all that issue that you got to consider. Funny spells. I got a bunch of polymerizations. I think Frost pulled a quarter century poly, which I'm kind of like looking at like, ooh. We pulled our boxes at the same time. We pulled quarter century pieces field spells on the same pack of our box. Very gay too. And speaking of, look at all the planets. Whoa. Collector's rare, Perlino. And then nothing else too much of note. Various books. Not many Pearly spells, surprisingly. Collector's rare Mind Control, which I'm pretty into. And then like, oh, deployment is a platinum. That's. I don't know why Xyz Encore is in this. This better make a comeback. I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah. More stuff for my funny Blue Eyes deck. Card that is useless. Why did they put this in here? Why am I not able to get quarter century pre-preps? Hello? Real. Trap cards are trap cards. I didn't know that the trap cards are nothing. Except for like an ultimate rare skill. Even ultimate? Yeah, it's ultimate. Yeah, this is a card that's limited. Ooh, surprised there's no summon limit in this set. Ooh. It was in the last one, that's why. Good box. I normally wouldn't have bought it. We each, him and I, Frost and I bought a box as we were having a good time. We were on vacation. So for what that was pretty good. Again, loading up on the hand traps is nice. Even if it, I mean, it's no Effect Veiler and Ash Blossom, but it's nice. I have a set of Phantasme now. A card which I forgot had all. So that was nice, I guess. I actually bought. I remember when I bought a playset of Phantasme when it was like topical, like $8 each. Oh, what an kind of crazy that Phantasme. Such like a looking back, it's so specific on what. Yeah, I don't know. That's done. Pack of always good to have. Always have some shitty binders, and especially if you're product like me and want them all to match. Am I going to be weird about them being? Maybe. It'll go to color cool. Could I do that? Have I done that in the past? Absolutely. But maybe another time. The problem is I've never owned very many quarter centuries, so I don't know. Should they get their own? I don't know. So, said that. There's a deck talk. You know how I am. I like to like set aside like stock of like side deck cards that I can just pick and choose from as I'm building the deck or like getting my side together. By extension, stuff sure everyone knows that. I don't want to say bulk. No, I do want to say bulk. Well, I'm talking about. I'm basically running out of bulk room to get like a new box. I would used to do one of my old locals, up like the big white cardboard boxes. Basically, like it was like $1 or $2. One of those boxes, you fold it up, hold like 200 to 300 cards in them. Sure enough, they are scattered about my room. Several under my bed. I gotta go. Point being, I was probably just gonna unsleeve my voice. So like, let's talk about this side deck. Super Poly fell right the fuck off. Whoops. Jarvis is in here because I was just testing with eyes in the. It's fine. I understand it now. Still feels very strange not having two Sarabis, but I blaster token here for some reason. Oh, yeah, no. I was given it as proxy in my U-Bell deck, but I didn't have a Terror Incarnate, which is really funny because same arc in the story. I think, maybe, could be wrong. Like season 3 or 4. It's all kind of held together in my, I think. Guy who's watched them. Additionally, let's look what other decks I have in the binder of Chimera coming. How about that? I picked up like the rest of the playset of like the main deck stuff, the Mirror Sword Knights. My Bells is here. Oh, this card is gonna be worth like $100 someday. I swear. I'm glad to get in on the ground floor. I am trying to. Someone on a deck spoke on why this is a card or something, and I keep forgetting why. I thought this was a Tempai thing, but it says end of battle phase. I mean, it's like a weird no material deal. It's okay. I guess. I don't know. Don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued. Doesn't seem like Illusion's really good at having like a box thing going on. Foolishest stuff, and then it's worth having. But probably like the biggest point of conflict in stuff is Albaz for Edge Imp. Which one? I don't know. I pulled up some deck lists to like look at, to muse over. I think maybe right now, for the time being, I don't know. Both feel good. You could theoretically run both. Like, could. It feels kind of excessive though. So the thing about the branded Chimera thing, that it has much different line, I guess, where Rindbrum is a thing you go. But as far as I don't usually do branded fusion lines, so like it's pretty alien to me. But from the list I've seen, it doesn't run Lubellian. Go Albion in Jade, I guess, which is a thing. Especially since you need a spend Knight. Sword Knight is your one light monster. So is Nibiru. Getting this in the graveyard is definitely a good thing. I don't know. I think that the Edge Imp version is a little tighter. The fact that it enables Guardian Chimera is definitely a only thing is that this build is a little more dependent on, I want to say dependent. Dependent's not the right word. But it makes more use of Beatrice, which is pretty cool. Makes more use, but that means that you can print a build for. I'm looking at. It runs Beatrice in the, as well as Pulsar Lard, but in the side deck you get have any. Oh, but shit, like beggar one. Stuff you send with Berfomet to revive back with Kara. What if had you to send right? What if? I'm also in love with it. Because I think that the extra space created by the um I'm probably screw it. Let's like on my funny edge imps. I always forget what the right for. I always wonder, is it 3 of these or 2 of these? Unfortunately, since it's 2, my polys get to match. I'm a bit of a matcher. Build is also on a single tactics talent, which I'm. Shame Super Poly fell off. Pretty damn. Cool thing about topic brings me back around to something else. So I'm building Memento, right? In fact, I would have Memento built if a bulk order hadn't fallen through. Really sucked, by the way. Have Memento. Oh my god, I love Memento so much, man. Look, look, look. I picked up the anguishes. My bone parties. These things are gonna the hell up. Memento is like actually a good deck. Is, how do I say this? Better than Vanquish Soul was, in my opinion. Contentious, I know. It's Memento right now, before it even gets its late card, is probably better than Vanquish Soul was. Maybe? Yeah, actually, that's something. I don't know. Who can say? Anyway, let's see what we got here. What? Sword Knights. Is a fucking mess. Very glad I have the ult. Funny, because... Yes. Brain Diffusion. Albaz hasn't been that shiny, I don't think. You got the Sword Knights, right? Got the Coddles. I really need to pick up Super Coddles. One day. Got Nightmare Apprentices and their friend. The coolest cards ever. First, how? How are cool one of an gazelles? They're gazelle. Perfect. The Edge Imp Chain. Now here's where we get to be creative. So as I said, I went and purchased some extra copies of Hand Traps. You know, things of this nature. Thought I had more Valor than this. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's good. The question is, do I want to run this build on 3 Ghost Mourner? I don't know if I like 3 Ghost. I think 3 Ghost Mourner. Incredibly excessive. And as much as I like Ghost Mourner, I still have barely pulled it off. The fact that you have to use it on special summon us is a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know. Don't have to run my French. It is weird to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Being able to like have multiple copies of staples. That's just me. Maybe I've been cheap my whole life, and that's why. I don't know. What do we do for hand traps? Do I run Droll? Droll's like falling off. I'm not crazy for that. Ooh, what if we got really spicy and ran some Ghost Ogre? I have a Not that I didn't have Ghost. Oh, I noticed my play primal arch. The thing that I still think, or you can do that. One's favorite guy, Burfamet. Archfiend Eric. Which can then search Simul Arch. That's ridiculous. That's the best thing. Or, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Unbelievable. I love it. Otherwise, we have what? Skills, we're not going to main. Run prosperity. Yeah. I don't know. Ghost Ogre is interesting, though. I like run 2 Ghost Ogre and then a Mourner. I run my what? 3 Mourner. Like, what gets me about Collector's Rare is the way that the border is shiny. Shiny border means everything. Because this is what Ultimate Rares, I guess, do look like. Also part of the reason I didn't know what a Collector's Rare even was at first. That's just an ulti, isn't it? Spots left. What do we got? What am I missing? Oh. They're right here. So one more. So this deck, this build I'm looking at is on a single copy of Talents. That's kind of weird to me. I don't know why they're doing that. I really don't. It's a little odd. I mean, I could do that. It's like with talents, it's like okay, there's no crossout. No crossout doesn't. So if you're running one copy of talents, why not run more copies of talents? I don't know. And super poly? Should I do it? I'll just run it just to be quirky. Like I don't care. See what happens. Yeah. Here we go. I'll miss you, Super Polly. I can guide you, but error complete. There's also the extra deck. Yeah. Oh. I was pissed that I bought a Guardian Chimera. I'm looking over at my pulls from the Rarity Collection. Guess who didn't pull a Chimera? What the hell? Also didn't pull a Garura of a higher rarity. I'd like to do. It's not cutting it. Damn. I mean, I'd still like a second copy. Because I'm on the poly version. Damn. So the other cool thing, while we're talking about other fusion decks I like, is that I've seen Memento builds just running a single copy of Chimera. Like, wait a minute. Enhance. It only needs a Fiend and a Beast. Several Mementos are Fiends and Beasts. That's so smart. Oh my god. Now this does create an issue where I'm like, okay, when do you actually make the thing? Because the only fusion spell you typically run is Memento Fusion, and the actual fusing part of that is once per turn. I guess, like... Because typically when you use Memento Fusion, it's to combo off on your... need to make Twin in order to keep going through your deck and popping stuff. So I guess, like... I mean, ideally you want to play this on turn 1 to start with your opponent off at one less card in hand, but I guess you could flip Memento Fusion on your opponent's turn and rip in the end phase. Like you're not going to go Twin Dragon on their turn, is more what I'm... You're going to fuse into anything with on the opponent's turn. It's got to be something more... I don't know. I'm also seeing builds go, actually just subtracting a copy of Air entirely and going for Mets instead, which I get, because the Foolish Burial effect is so powerful. It is kind of what the deck is more based around now, so... Something to think about. Gather the out. I'm not running Prosperity in this, which is something I'll have to see if I like. Get in here. Hey, but meanwhile, however, if I'm not using the Branded and Chimera, I can always throw them in Voiceless Voice. That's an option. That's very much an option. I still haven't tried it, really. I don't have a Jug in the Spiritualist or shit like that. Kind of makes me feel like I should hold off. Also... Might even sooner just try out um Melodious copies of Ostinato, because Ostinato's like if I spend $5 on copies of Ostinato, that's not the end of the world. It also actually feels much less likely to be. Also up. I don't know, some copies of Flowering Etoile. No Schuberta, but mostly because I realized I think I dream in fact when you're doing like the Melodious engine, ending on Baka alone kind of sucks. It feels like you need to go into something. I guess that's the purpose of that Peeps video where he talks about winning or popping a box. And kind of changed my brain chemistry a little bit. Kind of really want to make this deck work. Really cool. What can I say? One day. One day when I own 8 playsets of Awesome instead. It is. Happy Pride, everyone. I've been spending a lot of time getting Ubel together, which in a whole adventure because Ubel itself has changed so much. May or may not. We've gone from like, I don't know, more on the Unchained builds because we needed an for the deck, and now that we have Nightmare Throne changed. There was that guy at the 3v3 YCS that ran Ultimate Nightmare and like won because of it. Like the guy got out. I remember reading that feature match, got out Ultimate Nightmare, and like he couldn't lose. His opponent was like, "Oh, I can't win," which is hilarious to me. But you don't see Ultimate Nightmare, so oh well. Here to Ubel, the Lotus. And this deck is even better now as night. I guess the summoning beasts are still, I think, fall off when the Fiend comes in. And these two, I need to fucking figure out. I need to understand Unchained combos. I say combos, it's like out of here, just you, and somehow you go into the Link 2, which I need to buy and might just be in the Megaton anyway. Like Lord of Yama is kind of the only stopping me from running the deck right now because I don't want to buy one. That feels like a mess. I got these though. I got these. Thank you, Calamity Carl. I pulled one of these actually. He had the other two. Really came through for me. This is what the pink's for, by the way. I think it'll look cool. Spirit of Ubel in pink. I'm Oh, that's sweet. I mean, fine, I guess. I just never buy these. The wrong word for that. I've seen him on Dragon Shield. Also, the first time I saw Player's Choice say I've never seen him say Yu-Gi-Oh size. What's that about? That's new. It has to do with packing. Let's get these together. U-Bell's just kind of a ludicrous deck because starters, so many starters, unreal amount of starters in this deck. Fiendsmith is gonna make that even crazier. I really don't look forward to the Fiendsmith, if only because I mean it's gonna homogenize things. Never fun. It's gonna make random old cards spike in price. I don't know how much the Fabled Lurie is right now. Probably too much. I can't do this, man. It gives me flashbacks to that happening with... It's crazy how they printed Dark Beckoning Beast. They didn't know. They didn't know what they... It's funny. Well, that wasn't even the first one, because they made... What did they make? They made Dark Summoning Beast. Because there was a time where they just made a couple of really shitty Sacred Beast support cards before the structure deck. Made Dark Summoning Beast and Fallen Paradise. I don't think they did that for any particular reason other than, haha, look at these. Good, let's fucking go. Good, I got mine. I think maybe they come in super somewhere, or I'm thinking of... Whatever, I'll take it. I'll... You... Oh yeah, other thing we're missing are my hand traps for this. I should rip the hand traps out of the Chimera. Chimera is more ready to play than this. Go sleep. He'll dive in and pick up some more hand traps. It's really hard not to want to buy a bunch of blossoms. Hard not to. Because I can. I think one of the things I'm proudest of when I was a little tiny child. Fan cards out. You're like a little... Everyone's much... One of the things that those better players do... Take their... Powerful. You're so powerful when you have that ability. Anyway, I see some go to 2 Nightmare Pain. I'm just gonna sleeve up 3. I don't know. Doesn't hurt to draw more. This deck does so much discarding and popping of stuff in your hand that it's kind of like... It's fine. You're fine. Fine. It's fine. I guess. Spirit Gates has to discard a monster, isn't it? Hold on. No, you discard any card. Yeah, Spirit... Like, your discard... Oh, by the way, like I was saying, so they made Dark Summoning Beast, which like that level 5 or 6 motherfucker, and Fallen Paradise. And Fallen Paradise is actually a very good field spell. In that it offers, it's a Pot of Greed every turn and offers protection. Unfortunately, it protects cards that aren't necessarily very good. You know, that's always the issue, right? And you're drawing into cards that aren't necessarily very good. Always how it goes. But then they made the structure deck, and they were like, hey, now the Summoning Beast thing is like a thing now. Here you go. Here's this awesome little bat-looking motherfucker. Like, makes you go crazy plus. Because it searches a spell that does the same thing it does. Oh. I set aside the wrong Fuck. Have to go. Okay. That'll have to be something. Oh, there we go. Got it. Thank you. Again, guy who just completely skipped out on the whole Unchained craze. Like, which trap is good? Which one of trap? I don't. That one. One, I guess 1-for-1. Terraform. Terraforming city? Oh, there. Surely terraforming is it? Well, yeah, okay, so the trap, that's an E-Telly, right? Okay, it's from... No, someone's from hand or grave. And then someone's from deck when destroyed. The problem is, I feel like by the time you're destroying this, your Unchained monster that you run is already in rotation. Unless I miss... I mean, again, and it's a very... I think 1-for-1 kind of... Probably need to pick up some more extra hand trap goodies of it. But we got the main lineup. That's what those. That's that news. So, Also, Eternal Favorite has seemed to have fallen off, which is insane to me. I understand running it at 1 copy, of course, but I don't know how you run no copies. That's... I don't get it. Like, it's your searchable super. And speaking of searchable, I've seen Bill running shitty continuous spell. Forget the name of it. It seems like it's entirely just to get back something finished Chronicle. Okay, Frost has just made me aware of the ulti lineup for next OTS. Why did they... So the ultis are the Head of Exodia, Snake Eye Ash, Diviner, Fire King Island. Diviner never getting banned. We're good, baby. Diviner forever, Voiceless Voice, baby. What a good pickup. Fire King Island's kind of nice, actually. That's like not a... And also the Infernoid token. I don't know. Maybe it's time to pick up Infernoid. Unless every good Infernoid build is just a Snake Eye hybrid, in which case I'll probably back off. Oh, Island's a super. My mistake. The other 3 are old. Oh, yeah, why would there be 4? Oh, that's good. Fire King Allen. Yeah, so as much as I love Infernoid, how about I sleep these extra? My chunky extra deck monster. Like, do I really need? So many of these are here because of Nimlet. Oh, Draco. Best. I did shell out for. I was probably not. I suppose. Anyway, do I need 2 U-Bell fusions? I don't know. I don't even think I necessarily need Unchained Abomination. Maybe. Oh. Oh. I do want Muckrick. I forgot to pull. I guess, do I want to run the Alt-Art Mask? Oh, access code. I don't know. Oh, the... Oh, yeah. What am I going to do with it? Also very amusingly appropriate that I said this. This is the first access code talker I've owned. Gone without it. For a guy who just bought a Masquerade. Honestly, let's start. Official field centers. Official field centers. It's kind of crazy they exist. Concept of a field center. Like such a player oriented that it's insane to me that Konami. Thank you for showing up. Have a nice time. Thank you for the token. See you later. Yeah. Put these in. Do a card shop. There is a card shop I have to go to. The place where I went to Digimon Locals most recently. I have store credit there now. I did well enough. And I was thinking of spending it on a particular magic single. Have it. I think because the thing is, they're more of a magic. Just perfectly fine. It's actually kind of the only thing they don't. No product at all. Again, I don't care. Not like I'm at a. Not like they're at a premium around. Didn't expect them to not have you. Ah, sheep. What are you doing here? You crazy? You're not, are you anything in the OC? I don't know. Pick up a pack of... Oh, I do have a spare pack of white. They're not player's choice, though. They're something else. I used to be able to, like, kick out a... by the tag. Can't do that. Well, I mean, now I know what a player's choice is. Opening player choices all the time, so no. You know. Also, Cross Sheep being a beast means you can use it to make the Chimera fusion. That's something. What else do we got to do? I don't know if I'm gonna like. Okay, I'm good for it. I have like so many cards to touch. I don't even know how much of my binder I'll fuck. However, last night in preparation, took out all the binder. Fortunately, means I have to do the ring part, checking stuff that's even worth enough money to keep. Because with the binder, it's always funny. I want to keep in stuff that's worth money, and sometimes, keep in stuff that's not necessarily worth at all, but you know people, and you can throw them in. And like, I don't know, a good example. Like, I don't know, some supers from the latest set come to mind, like the... Actually, this one. That one, that's probably just bulk. I have this stupid fucking Sky Striker lineup that I picked up and probably should have. Probably didn't need to get all of this. It's not even like the full package. I don't have any raise. Only 2 engage. Only 2 linkage. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? The super... the super Kagari's next to the Ultra Shizuku? What the hell was I on? Like, it's cute when you, like, hold on to, like, the Rise Hearts. Haha, yeah, look at me, right? Oh, it might come back eventually. Ha 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 ha. Which I think it will, for the record. I think that. Yeah, Shtira is a fair deck. Ahem, ahem, ahem. I don't know. Now, if I can talk to myself. I love talking to myself. Love bumping them. Gotta work. Got common drains. I mean, it's like I know what I want. Common skill drains are still skill drains, but when I have like several other skill drains, and they're all the commons in the binder. I need Trap Trick. If anything, I want Trap Trick for yeah. I wish if Frost was still here, he could tell me if you even run Trap Trick in it. I don't know. Did rollback? Did like having access to Thunder and transaction rollback just like I mean Trap Trick falls off? Oh. That said, I feel like the solemns can kind of just go in bulk. They're not like they are not in demand. These skill drains might be. Is skill drain limited? Oh, it's in the OCG. I'm making it up. Limited to some degree. Out of the imagine. So back in time. All right, all right. Rarity Collection does hit me in the pox-shaped hole in my heart. Oh man, man, no one wants any of this. Looking at my nadir servants, and I'm like, pots are fine. Keep the pots. Being, I don't know. One like sleepy memory I have that can go. Twin twisters. My these aren't. I'm gonna like that my Bosch twin twisters were devalued. Or not from Bosch. Did Cashtira Earth was printed? Is it the prismatic 25th anniversary? That's what I was. Also, Blue Eyes White Jet is in there. I reprinted in this. Feels weird. All that Chimeras bucks now. Chimera fusions are like $2. Why'd they do that? Falsebound Kingdom. I did secure a play Falsebound Kingdom on stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but it's there. Oh, Ghost Sister. I never did play you. We're just. I don't really like graphic sleeves. I guess we could talk about that thing that happened. Oh. Europe? Yeah, Europe. People got really up in arms because, like, oh, you have to run, which isn't actually what they said. They said, I think they said like you have to run solid colors, Konami's, which like, unfortunately, this is like a me thing where I'm like, I just typically don't sleeves. I kind of tacky, and oftentimes not in good quality. That's just kind of where I'm at. I know I can't. No, I can't like be all high and mighty about that just because it's something that. But also, what they said is that you're on stream match, they may ask you to do official. Which, like, yeah, okay, I know why they do that. It's stupid, but like, I understand, and they're probably just not gonna do it. Like, they just don't want you to. They probably just don't want you having like unlicensed mat. Which, if you watch any feature match, aren't typically using their own mats. Like, they always have a setup there. So, like, I feel like that hasn't changed. The only one is this sleeve thing. And yeah, honestly, these sleeves, these are the sleeves they give you, by the way. This is only for, YCS and up. YCS. Notable. Those aren't, you know, not everyone goes to those. So they have, like, more specific. They aren't great to check. I've had 2 sets of national. Second set. I know where the first one went. But they're nice to have. They give you a pack of these. Enter. You enter a YCS. Nationals. Yeah. Thing is, they come in packs of 50, I think, so I just want to make sure they provide. They probably would. But, like, I don't know. Like, just give people 2 packs of them. You give people 2 packs of those sleeves, and there's no problem. It's free. You're giving it to them. Who cares? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm just a stickler for things being uniform. So, and it's very easy to blow up at Konami. It's very easy to do that because they do suck. Just look at that thing that happened with like non-Japanese citizens can't enter their YCSs, which crazy. Regionals too, I think. Whatever, that was insane. I don't know what the hell. There's no defending that. Not at all. I would not even attempt to. The fact that it's like at regional level is insane. There would be like an iota of understanding if it was YCS and higher. But that's not the case, so we're not in that world. Tommy Boss music. Even my DD Crow stocks are. Might take out these copies of. Us, you're sitting. I'm glad I didn't. Number one, space, obviously. Double Sorvis was also really. The fact that Double Sorvis was so good at that regional is the reason I have trouble removing one for a pendulum. So, and honestly, she's not as useful as pendulum graph. Kind of the thing. or binder. Additionally, I have not always had binders because I'm too obsessed with like the cycle of like going to a regional and then unloading a bunch of stuff at the vet. Because when I was a teenager, how I made money. That was how I got spending money. I would spend a few months trading and moving stuff around, deck building. Then I go to the regional, and part of the whole event of going to a regional was selling stuff. So it's like I just never had the opportunity to build the binder up that much, which I don't think it's a bad thing. I was young. That was what I did. It was basically like, okay, I'll go to a regional and make like $100. I would like kind of, and I would keep that. That is how I would like sustain my Yu-Gi-Oh. Not that I. Funny thing to say. I say sustain my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff as if like, what was that even when I was? Because we had no TCG player. Weren't really buying singles online at the time. I would buy them from other people because I had friends who were in the event. I would buy from them. SAS, is that a quartet? Some? Savage. Fast. Savage Tricky. Original Borreload, but damn. Is this worth nothing? I have. Okay, this is worth money. This is worth money. Okay. Not worth nothing. Worth at least $1. That's it. That's what matters. I'll hold on to it. Anyone want a playset of German Summoner Monk? Fuck. The reprints are worth it. That's original. Starvis is absolutely graph is. Ecclesia? I don't know, man. I feel like that stun deck. S Supers. Raid Raptor. Raid Raptor Strangling. A Reichart? I don't know. Impulse? I don't know. Econ. Or is the Black Flame Tancred? I mean, why not? Prismatic. Collector's Rare Imp. Collector's Rare, like. Cosmic Cyclone's a weird card. Pearly is taking off, so I'm gonna get the Pearly stuff kind of bundled together. None of the Edison stuff I really need to put out there. Designate. Yeah, designators are hard to come by, I feel. Like relative. Maybe the Abomination Prisons, because, like, they just got their reprint. That card was worth. I don't think they're. title of. And even the collector's stuff is kind of on the. That's disappointing. Other mighty, and none of this is worth. How about these? I look at all. It's a question like, yeah, these are alt arts, but they're low rarity. I guess the secret droll I could throw in. Oh, these phantasmas are mine. Chaos Hunters. A lot of these are just Ryko, the Hamster, the Silent Magician, the Souls. Because it's Magician Souls, I'll put it in here. That thing was like begging print. God, it did. Very unique. Jack, you getting to sleep? Or do you sit? I think this thing. So, Ago. I don't remember what that is. But I can't help but notice the thing has clear text and isn't actually. I'm guessing that's just a gimmick. Up. Ago. Maximum. That's probably why. Makes sense. That's all I needed to say. Yeah, some random pulls. Oh yeah, I went to the mall. Got the last 6 packs of a Legacy Edition. Ragnarok was great. Uh, with Burial, Dragon Under card that people are talking up. I don't know if it's like it's I get why. Kind of got like or like are it's made live because you're stuff with Europe. Now, is it good because it's an illusion card? Yes. A question. All these links I have. Collector's Borderland. Apo from in Alt Master. None of the rest of these are. None of the rest of these enough to pull out for the binder is the thing. Because that's what it comes down to. It's a binder. Because shit is so. Stuff is so like, word I'm looking. Saturated. Saturated is the word. Saturated is a great. Hard to make the call on what binder now. He's magic to. I don't know why I picked. There can be. Do I need for anything? Maybe. That feels like it's gonna be good when. Oh, no, hold on. Other ghost. Uh, uh, Golds are so they're so unique, kind of ugly. They that way. Might think Lumen have gold rares always been ugly? Yes. Yep. Have. I remember when gold rares came out. We have to. Still need more. I do have a Psychic M Punisher. I just play 9 years for my tempting. Very fun. Admittedly, I'm glad I things to talk about, and I'm kind of losing my voice. It's not if I'm cutting out, then that's my mic's problem. But it's sick. I'm dying a little. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I need Celine from Revive Anguish. Yeah. Next time you, hopefully, I'll have Ento actually built. I need to stop buying cards, but it's really addicting. Also, I'm an adult for that. This is why I shouldn't gamble, by the way. Yeah. I'm going for I feel pretty good about this. We're also going to actually get back to streaming this coming week, if any consist. You know. Thank you for joining me. Cards. All these fun cards we put back in. Sleeved up U-Bell and Chimera. That's really... It truly is exciting to have multiple decks. Something I never do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon, it's much easier. It's so much easier to do in Digimon that I just forget I have a Digimon. I'm looking down right now. I have Tamer or Hunters and Blue Flare. What the hell? Make a deck in Digimon and it's fine. It's good to go. It's just sitting there. Yeah, I don't know. Good game in that regard. Good game in that regard. But yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here. Very kind of tired. Kind of tired, and my throat is in duress. So, you know. Yeah, we're gonna. I guess I'll test out some of what I've built here next Saturday. That'll be fun. I really want to play U-Bell at least once before the Fiendsmith ruins everything. By the way, I'm a little opinionated. I'm not 100% convinced he's gonna be called the Fiendsmith. I think the environment we're in, there is a decent chance they'll just call him the Demon Smith. Or they'll come up with another word entirely. They love to do that. They'll surprise us. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope we had some nice discussions. And that's what I love to do. I love to talk to myself over card games. Normally, I just do this in the car. Wish I had an audience. I need a captive audience. Gambling. And this is it. Hell yeah. Have a great rest of your weekend. Great rest of whatever. Remember, always late to the last minute to activate things. The damage step. Remember, that's my motto. Wait until damage step. Have a great... See ya.